A tow plow is an advanced piece of winter maintenance equipment. With it, a skilled operator can clear a path 24 feet wide in a single pass. By utilizing a tow plow, roadways can be cleared more quickly and efficiently, resulting in safer travel for everyone. The tow plow requires special training and experience to be used safely and effectively. Refer to the Iowa DOT Winter Operations Standard Operating Procedures for Tow Plow and other winter operations training requirements. This instructional video is intended as a refresher for those who have already completed in-person operator training. It is not a substitute for formal instruction. In this video, we will cover inspection, installation, transportation and storage, plow operations, emergency stopping, and blade maintenance. Remember, you must follow all warning labels and instructions. Failure to do so can cause injury or death. Proper inspection ensures reduced downtime and safer operation. Record each item on the appropriate inspection form. Checks must be completed and recorded before and after each trip. Before installing the tow plow on a vehicle, be sure to check the hydraulic fluid level, tires for damage, proper inflation, and lug nut tightness. All safety labels are present and legible, and all required components are properly lubricated and are in working order. Check for excessive wear on cables and chains, hydraulic hoses, bolts and fasteners, and plow and wing units. Inspect mounting arms for cracks and rust. Check mount holes and lugs. Please note, any holes greater than 3/16 of an inch must be repaired. Inspect brake lines and glad hands. Bleed moisture from the brake storage tank and check brake pressure. For tow plows equipped with granular material hoppers, check that the spreader gate is set to the appropriate height. Visual inspections must be completed prior to using a tow plow. Inspect all these items and report any issues to your supervisor. Always have help when attaching a tow plow to a vehicle. Begin by attaching the tow plow to the pintle hitch. Raise the landing gear and store the handle in the tow position. Make sure the pintle receiver is locked to secure the plow. Attach the air brake lines and glad hands, and check to make sure there are no leaks. Connect safety chains. Connect the hydraulic lines, including the plow lift and steering lines. There are two 7-wire connectors. Connect them both. A third 7-wire connector is present on bidirectional plows. Make sure it is connected and check the plow operation. Finally, connect the Cirrus cable and verify that hopper and brine circuits are working. There are 3 types of lights on a tow plow: operational, work, and warning. Operational lights are mandatory under DOT rules and include tail, brake, turning, and side markers. All of these must be functioning for the tow plow to be used or transported on roadways. Work lights are meant to assist the operator when using the plow. They illuminate the roadway in front of the plow and provide a reference of plow position. Warning lights must be activated during any plowing operation. The limited visibility from the cab makes their use in positioning and monitoring the tow plow essential. Before using the tow plow, always complete the pre-trip inspection as shown in the installation section of this video. Proper equipment installation and maintenance is vital for safe operation. Once you have completed a pre-trip check and are fully familiar with tow plow use procedures, you are ready to plow the roadways. Before leaving the maintenance garage, test all the tow plow functions, including moldboard movement to ensure it moves from the full up to the full down position. The hydraulic circuit should be adjusted with a vehicle operator's input to make sure that the tow plow's steering and moldboard deployment are smooth, steady, and at a safe speed. Be aware that the tow plow brakes can be locked due to moisture or extreme temperatures. Always begin by pulling gently against the plow and checking that the brakes are properly released. When the tow plow is empty, the front set of tires may not touch the ground depending on the slope of the parking area. Even if the truck and plow move easily at first, drive it gently for a few moments until you're sure the tires have touched down and are properly released. It may be necessary to transport the plow when not actively conducting snow operations. The following procedure is critical to transporting the plow safely. Use the safety pins to lock the tow plow lifting arms in the up position for transport. Stand behind the plow and insert the outer pins first, working your way toward the center. To remove the pins, reverse the order. Start at the center pins and work your way out so that you are away from the plow when the final pins are removed. This way, you are away from the plow in case it falls. To reduce the chance of pavement damage, a shoe is recommended to be installed on the moldboard leading edge. If a suitable shoe is not available, miter the cutting edge approximately 1 inch. This will prevent the edge from contacting the pavement if it is in the down position. For storage of extended periods, the plow blade can be stored in the up position with safety pins inserted or in the full down position. Remember, the locking pins must be removed and the area must be clear of any obstacles or people before lowering the moldboard to begin plowing. Before deploying the tow plow, make sure that your mirrors are adjusted so that you can see the position of the plow. When the tow plow is fully deployed, it covers a path of half its length. This represents a 30-degree angle from the roadway. It is not necessary to fully deploy the plow to use it. Adjust the angle based on local roadway conditions. The following sequence should always be used to deploy the tow plow. With the locking pins removed, deploy the plow. Then move the vehicle forward and steer the plow to the desired position. Finally, lower the moldboard. Be aware of obstacles in front of the vehicle and any that might be in the path of the tow plow. If you are ever unsure about the presence of any obstructions due to low visibility, steer the plow in and discontinue use. Remember, when in doubt, pull the plow in. Once you have moved past an obstacle and are sure that it is safe to use the tow plow again, steer it back to the deployed position and continue. Tight turns that cannot be negotiated without stopping and backing up should be avoided. Tight turns, such as single-lane intersections, may be negotiated by adjusting the turning radius with the tow plow steering controls. For right-hand turns, the moldboard should be up and the tow plow in the towing position. The moldboard should be in the up position for most turns. However, in large multi-lane intersections, retracting the tow plow enough to clear traffic and other obstacles allows for a large area of the intersection to be cleared in one pass. If backing up is required, retract the tow plow into the tow position. When backing up, a deployed tow plow will swing to the left behind the truck. The high point on a roadway is called the crown. Whenever possible, position the vehicle so that the crown is between the tow plow and the truck pulling it. If that isn't possible, keep the center of the tow plow moldboard on the high point of the crown. Team plowing may be the safest and most effective way to clear roads of snow. Many configurations of trucks are possible based on the width of the roadway, the number of vehicles, and the front, wing, and tow plow widths. Certain guidelines should be followed in all cases. Always use a safe speed for current weather and road conditions. Always check that team plowing is safe for the local traffic volumes and conditions. Reduce speed whenever visibility is limited for any vehicle in the team. Never exceed 35 miles per hour when salting. Be aware of how the plow responds to different loads. Heavy snow can affect the operation of the tow plow, causing it to shift or skew. You can correct for this with the steering controls. Be aware that as you close in on guardrails or curbs, the snow load could change, causing the tow plow to suddenly skew back to its original position. Snow loads change quickly as you plow under bridges or overpasses. So be aware of the position and response of the tow plow at all times. Never steer a towing vehicle into an adjacent lane to avoid an obstacle. There may be traffic present and you could cause a serious crash. Always bring the tow plow back into the towing position. The tow plows are designed to clear hard surfaces. Never use a tow plow to clear a gravel surface unless specifically authorized by a supervisor. While plowing, periodically stop to inspect the cutting edges and moldboard shoes. If excessive wear or damage is seen, discard and replace with new parts. A tow plow is a massive piece of equipment. Safely stopping requires operators to be vigilant and be aware they will require more distance than other traffic to stop. The tow plow is a trailer material storage, which gives it much more momentum compared to a regular maintenance truck. Roadways that are slick with snow and ice can cause the trailer to jackknife, creating a very dangerous condition. Tow plows are equipped with anti-lock braking systems, or ABS. ABS makes loss of control less likely but cannot prevent jackknife skids. Once a trailer swings out of your lane, it will be difficult to prevent a jackknife. To prevent a jackknife skid, follow these steps. Monitor the trailer position to recognize when a skid starts. When braking, be aware of the tow plow position and make sure it stays where it should. Release the brakes to get traction and control back. Do not use the handbrake, as this will continue the skid. Once traction is restored, the trailer will move back into position and follow the vehicle. If the tow plow is deployed and a skid begins, leave it in the deployed position until control is regained. A properly maintained blade is much more effective and is less likely to damage pavement than a worn or damaged blade. If a blade is no longer in satisfactory condition, replace it with the following procedure. Park the tow vehicle on a suitable level surface, such as a concrete garage floor or paved area. Raise the plow into the upright towing position and pin it into place. Place the vehicle's transmission in park or neutral and set the parking brake. Shut off the tow vehicle's engine, remove the starter key, wait for all moving parts to come to a stop, and relieve all pressure in the hydraulic lines. Loosen the bolts of a blade segment. Steady the blade while removing the bolts. Start with the center bolts and move to the outside edges. With the help of another operator, remove the old blade. Lift the new blade onto the mold board and center the holes. Steady the blade while the end bolts are placed, finishing with the center bolts. Torque the nuts to the required specification. The tow plow is a powerful tool that makes clearing the roadway of snow quicker, safer, and more efficient. Like all tools, proper training and use are key to getting the most out of it and doing the job well.